Well, greetings, faithful followers. I'm Brother Jack Angry, and this is Inferna, the cougar from hell.
Hello, everyone.
And we wanted to take a minute here to give a special shout out to a good friend of ours, our friends at the Shilling Shockers TV show, namely Penny Dreadful the 13th, and her husband and sidekick, Guru the Werewolf. Their real-life counterparts, Danielle Gallagher and Magoo Gallagher, you know, they've had some rough times over the last year or so. Her husband, Magoo, who plays Guru the Werewolf, has been battling cancer, and as you know, with this kind of an illness and the treatments you have to go through to keep it at bay, obviously that takes a toll on a person emotionally, physically, and most importantly, financially.
Family.
Yes, and it takes a toll on the family. I know Penny's, or Danielle has taken up, to try and do her best to cover any lost income by working more than one job. And that's been especially hard on her, and, we salute her for that, and Magoo for everything he does. That's why we want to tell you about a site on GoFundMe.com. It's Magoo's medical expenses, and we'll be putting a link here at the bottom of this announcement here, and it may be on the screen right now. I'm sure you'll be able to see it, but please take a moment to go to the site, follow that link, and donate what you can, even if it's just a few dollars or as little as $5. Every little bit helps. This is going to help Magoo recap or recover what he's lost for wages, what he's lost for. It's going to help make his medical expenses, and it's going to help with the things, give him the peace of mind that he can concentrate on his fight and hopefully make a full recovery. And that's what we're all pulling for here. The crew, myself, Inferna, Brother James, Torrid, Dedra, we're all pulling for Magoo to make a complete recovery. And for him to do that, he's got to focus 100% on fighting his illness and coming back better and stronger than before in 2014, and we want to help that happen. So even if you can't donate, or you can only donate a few bucks, if you can't donate, then spread this around. Like this video on Facebook. Share it with your friends, your family, your Facebook friends, your Twitter friends. Let's get Magoo the support he needs to beat this and to come back stronger than ever. So, I'm Brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna, and from the rest of the crew here at the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. Magoo, keep fighting. Hang in there, buddy. We've all got your back on this.
Show support that there's people out there that actually care.
That's
when
right.
In that situation.
And we know that, I check the site every day, and we know that many of you care. A lot of you have donated. They're at over 50% towards their goal. So with a little bit more love, a little more support, we can get them to where they need to be so that Magoo can focus on his recovery without having to worry about covering these expenses. And we're going to do everything we can, and we hope you will too. So thank you, and enjoy. Well, greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, bringing you another episode of Movie Night Live from the Monastery of Mayhem. This will be episode 27 of Movie Night Live from the Monastery of Mayhem, and we're bringing a special show here. This is at the request of our lovely Inferna, the cougar from hell. And
Cat people.
Yes, Cat People from 1942, along with Lady Torrid.
Hello all.
Yes, she's after her somewhat extended absence, but we know you've been busy and we understand that.
Lots of naughty people out there need taking care of. She's doing her job.
Yes, and And, you know, it's like that list is long and distinguished, let me assure you.
Where's Brother James? Because I have his collar here and I don't see him.
That's mighty small for his neck, isn't it?
Well, let's hope it's his neck.
It's a red neck.
I never tell.
Well, it's like either that's the world's biggest cock ring or he has a pencil neck.
Well,
That was good.
we know.
Yes, it's like, you
not.
know, it's like, sorry, rumors, I can't deal with that. But anyway, yes, and I think Brother James is hiding because when I mentioned you were going to be visiting us today, he kind of dived in the nearest locker and I heard him trying to dig through the floor. So,
I'll find him.
yes, it's like, well, I think we know where to look, and, you know, I'll give you those addresses at the end of the show here, and, you know, you can just go whip his ass into shape.
He can't hide from me.
Why would he want to? But,
Probably in the closet.
well, we've suspected Brother James of being in the closet for quite a long time. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Bad Jack. Damn demon.
Just gonna whip him into shape.
Yes, and we want to throw a shout out to a great friend of the show, Mr. C.J. Hall, very good friend of the show, sent us a lot of really nice complimentary emails, especially on behalf of these two lovelies right here. So C.J., this one's for you.
Hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Torrid's gonna whip you.
And I've got your back, buddy. We're working on
Does
it.
that mean I have his friend?
I'm sure whatever he wants to arrange, whatever he's willing to get, whatever he's willing to agree to. But anyway, just to give you a little bit of information about this film, and oh, by the way, the funeral for my blow-up doll that Ash killed will be next week, so I will be sending you invitations on that. Please dress appropriately.
What's appropriate for a blow-up doll?
I don't know, but just don't be cheering when I'm trying to give the
No pom-poms?
No pom-poms, you know. I'll be giving
Ash will love that.
Yeah, it's like I'll be giving the eulogy and, well, yeah, Ash will be the one going, yay!
Tord will be whipping the blow-up doll.
Hey, that's a $3,000 real doll. You think those things grow on trees, you know? I had to, you know how many box tops I had to send in to get that?
Is it the one that talks to you?
No, thank God, she does not utter a sound.
Would they grow on rubber trees?
No, well actually they're rubber, steel, and Kevlar, believe it or not. So if you ever get tired of playing with her, you can always hold her up in front of you as a bulletproof shield.
Okay, then.
It's the doll that keeps you company when you're alone.
That's right, and it's the only sex doll endorsed by the mafia. So because it deflects bullets, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like in my line of work, I've got to have something, you know. It's like God knows how many people hate me.
Well, we can use that blow-up doll for practice rounds.
Yeah, considering the big hole Ash put in the head, you know, it's like...
How is she doing that with a dildo?
I don't know. It's like she's probably got some armor-piercing one squirreled away someplace with her. I don't ask any...
Squirreled away. I don't know. I don't want to know where it's squirreled away
I
at.
said squirrel, not gerbil.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Richard Gere. Yes, we're
You know how
all...
old that is?
Yes, it is. I mean, we're all going to hell for that one, but hey, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. We're already there. We're in Omaha, so we're just on the outskirts, baby. But anyway, this film, Cat People, is from 1942. It is basically the story of a young Serbian girl who marries a English...
Bastard.
Well, I don't know if he's a bastard or not. I know he's a scientist, but he's an Englishman, and that could be similar. Who knows? At least he's not Welsh. Anyway, she marries this English scientist, but she refuses to have sex with him because she's afraid of an old Serbian legend that because she...
A curse.
A curse, yes.
That's in her village.
That's right. Her village is cursed, and that the young women, the first time they have sex, they turn into a giant cat-like creature.
But she did. Did she have sex?
Well, it was never really, they alluded to it. They used a lot of innuendo through the film, but they never came right out and said it. Which is different than the 1982 remake or reboot they did of Cat People, starring Natasha Kinski, who actually did have sex with the male lead and hence turned into a giant panther. Oh. You know.
Well, and this 1942?
Yes,
1942 film you don't really even see the panther, you just see a shadow, and I noticed the popular one is with the pool.
That's right, yes. And there's
The voices come in really well.
That's correct. And there's a reason why all you see is the panther in the shadows. The director of the film, because they were on such a tight budget, they actually had to recycle sets from an earlier Orson Welles film that was done in the same studio. So if you were to see these films, you would notice a lot of the sets. And I'm boring the hell out of you, aren't I?
Well, they're both very beautiful ladies that play in this, and she's very jealous because the other girl has the hots for her husband. I don't know why she's so mad, because she's still married to him. She's got to attack another lady as a cat for that.
Well, it's like, you know...
What a turn on.
It's like they could have just shared, you know. It's
Only meaning to a cat fight?
Yeah, cat fight.
Literally.
Yeah, well, you know about cat fights. Ladies, if you're going to do that, strip down and oil up first.
No. Okay.
Help me!
I'm going to get beaten, aren't I?
Yes, but you like it.
Yes, unfortunately I do.
I was like, I leave that up to Torrid.
Yeah, it's like, no, Inferno will just kick me.
I like racking your balls.
There you go. Hey, let's see, Ash got the nads last week, you know, and they're still quite swollen, by the way.
I thought they were in a jar.
Not
No,
yet.
that's Brother James. His are in the jar.
Yes, his are
testicles are
in the jar, and we know who's got that jar, but...
It's because he's human and his body's falling apart now.
Yeah, well, that and, you know, the wife. But anyway, you know, it's like...
And you sing, Gloria, Gloria.
I always love that. I used to love that song. Now, not so much. But anyway, we're going to get back to the movie Cat People from 1942 here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Have fun. Help me.
The Dangly brothers.
The dangly... Oh.
I don't know, you're the one that...
Can I borrow this? You know, it's like, wait a minute, I know I've got a bullwhip around here somewhere. I'm going to look for it.
You're the cow shocker.
Oh, don't tell James's wife that, you know. She's always threatening to get a hot shot and, you know, zap my ass with it. Oh, don't even get any
Ooh,
ass.
has more voltage.
Why don't I just...
More power.
You know, why don't I just stick my junk in a light socket?
That'll be next.
Well, we'll film that one, put that on YouTube. We'll make a bundle.
Extension.
We'll make a bundle. Anyway, enjoy. Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What do you think of Cat People so far?
Meow.
It's meowtastic.
It's meowtastic.
It's perfect.
I think it's so funny when Irene goes up to the other girl in the pool and is like, have you seen my husband, Oliver? What's his name, Oliver?
I believe so, yes.
I'm trying to recite this from earlier.
Now, Brother Jack's having a senior moment, so he's not remembering much of the dialogue, but yeah, but it was a very good scene. And you pointed out here that you'd seen the remake of Cat People when you were like 10 years old.
I've
Yes.
seen it too.
And
They actually transform right there, right?
Yes.
And they show that stuff because they had the
Yes.
money then.
Yeah, they...
Because they show her naked and she turns into a cat and she wasn't very well endowed, and I'm thinking, wow, that's crazy. And I remember the guy getting his arm ripped off and through the cage, and damn, that would be awesome to be a cat.
Yeah, it's
You don't
like,
have to fuck to be a cat.
well, it's like, you know, I'm not going there. I'm not judging this. It's like, somebody want to go give Chris a little, you know, CPR, get his heart started. 'Cause I think I just heard him hit the floor. Sorry, Chris. Nothing but love for you, pal.
So when Irene was at the zoo, I'm guessing in the beginning, why did the cat jump at her and claw her when Oliver's with the other girl?
Well, I know it's got something to do with the curse.
Is that when she got the curse and then the cat clawed her?
I believe so. It works along the same lines as the werewolf legend. If you're bitten or clawed by a werewolf and you live, you become one.
Or a zombie.
Or a zombie, yeah. It's like, well, I think the werewolves stole that shtick from the zombies, you know. I like to think zombies did it first, you know. Go, yay team.
So how do you kill Irene?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that I don't think there's anything particular when she's in panther form. I don't think there's anything particularly magical about her. She's not immortal.
No silver bullet.
No, it's like you would
stake through the heart.
No, nothing like that. I think if you could kill her just the way you would kill any other animal.
Give her some catnip.
You know,
catnip.
Yeah, catnip. She might just roll on the floor and play with
Rubber belly.
Rubber belly. You know, throw her a ball of string or something. You know. Yeah, it's like, but I'd hate to see the size of the litter box you'd need.
Oh my.
That's a litter box I wouldn't want to clean.
That one.
It's like, good Lord! Good Lord, how did you make so much? What are you doing? Are you doing a fertilizer business on the side? I mean, our cats here at the Monastery of Mayhem, they sit there and look at me like, well, look at what I did, you know? It's like, Jesus!
What kind of treats is she bringing to your front door?
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, you know, I'd find a, German Shepherd at the front door. It's like, kitty.
Bad kitty.
Find the mailman ripped up. Well, there goes. Well, now we're never going to get our fucking tax return, okay? Thanks.
Well,
they look at you like,
well, look what I got you.
Yeah, I remember I had a cat did that with an ex-girlfriend. He brought her a snake and put it at her feet and looked up at her with the big eyes and said, look at what I did. And, my ex proceeded to have a total meltdown, screaming, stomping her feet, doing this. And I'm thinking, it's a dead snake, for God's sakes. Pat the cat on the head, thank him for it, and shut the hell up. Women. But anyway, before I get beaten up again,
Some of us like snakes.
Yes, it's like I imagine you did. Let me guess.
You
still do.
Reptiles?
Yeah, I know the variety of snakes she likes, but I'm not gonna say it.
I've wrestled a few pythons in my day.
I'm sorry. It's like, I think my heart just. Wait a
Let's
minute.
get something like a rattlesnake. Makes a lot of noise.
They actually do have one. They do have one of those at Lovers Luxuries, by the way.
Oh my!
It looks like a rattlesnake, and the little tail does this. It's like quite popular, from what I understand.
Really, I'll have to go check
Only
that place out
$39.
again.
Only $39.95.
That's what Inferna's getting for her birthday.
I was thinking, don't they have that bed that actually makes love to you? That chair thing there?
Yes, they do, and that's. It's like, yeah, save your green stamps, kiddies. That couldn't cost.
There'll be no couch sitting for me anymore.
It's like, yeah, that's going to make men obsolete. It's like,
as if you're not already.
It's like I'm feeling pretty useless right now. But anyway, the movie Cat People, I think for the remake had the only thing the remake had on the original is that it had more special effects and it had Natasha Kinski in it. But the actress who plays Irene, I don't recall what her name was. I think it was Irene Dubrovna.
Simone Simon.
Oh, that's right, Simone Simon. The character's name was Irene Dubrovna. Simone Simon, I think, is just as attractive as Natasha was. It's just not as well known, but for 1942, this movie caused quite a scandal because the theme of women turning into animals and being tied to a sexual aspect. The film was actually banned in Boston, but Boston was famous for banning any movie that wasn't so squeaky clean it was totally boring.
I was going to say, I think we've done a few of these shows where that's all I hear is Boston banning.
Yeah, Boston would have banned Pinocchio if they could have gotten away with it.
Don't lie to me!
Yes, it's like, lie to me!
I'm like, I thought you said the opposite though, Inferna.
Yes, it's like, no wonder Pinocchio was always smiling. Geppetto didn't paint that on his face. That was there on his own, He knew what was going on. But anyway.
Irene also likes to make messes with couches, like tearing them up with her claws when she gets a little ticked off before she turns into a panther.
Ah, well, it's like, okay, don't take this girl to Nebraska Furniture Mart.
She needed declawed.
Well, that or a couple of good whacks with a rubber mallet would take care of that, which I find will solve the problem with most women, Okay. I don't like the way you're
Sports
looking.
getting pissed.
I don't like the way you're looking at me. Just kidding, y'all. I have nothing but the highest
She just
regard
really
for
wants to use
women.
that whip.
Yeah.
I think you should turn around. Please.
No. I remember what happened at the Kiss concert. I don't want.
Is that where Ash and I were just jumping around?
Well, she.
And there was a snake there too.
There was that was Dolce Vita and Blondie. But I remember the nut graze, with the guy. That looked painful.
He didn't really complain.
No, he didn't. But it's like, I'm sorry, I heard that whip, and it's like, nope, that's
I miss
it.
everything.
I'm out of here.
Go back and look at the footage. He was still smiling afterwards.
Okay, I think I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he volunteered for it.
Okay, yes, and you're right. He did volunteer. It's like, you didn't have to drag him out of the audience or anything, although it's like, I don't ever see that happening. I mean, come on, guys. If this comes up to you and says, I want to whip you, or what are you going to say? No? Said no one ever? It's like,
It's
She's
the angelic
or
thing.
this,
She's a professional whipper.
Yes, it's like we leave here at the Angry Brothers. We leave the whipping to the professionals. No amateur whipping here. Anyway, we'll get back to the movie Cat People here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shopperama and Movie Night Live from the Monastery of Mayhem. Enjoy.
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 Oh God.
Kitty, kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Why do I feel like a mouse at a cat convention? It's like, help me.
Like the cat that ate the canary?
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm wearing yellow feathers. Great. Just friggin' great.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got milk.
Oh, yeah. And lots of it. Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What did you think of Cat People? Wasn't that movie just absolutely perfect?
Absolutely outrageous.
Yes, I mean, it had a lot of really great scenes in it.
I kept wanting to see the cat.
Well, like as I said,
I want to see her transform and
Kitty!
yeah, thank you. It's like
transform your kitty.
it's like yes, we transforming the kitty. Yes, it's like that's something.
Is that a euphemism?
I don't know. It's like, is it the same as bedazzling the vajayjay? Bedazzled? Are we being bedazzled and we don't know it? I don't know. I'll have to check. I'm a little confused right now. Brother Jack's having a little dementia going on.
Obviously, having this curse, you have to be in love.
Yeah, well, love in itself is a curse. What are you talking about? Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
I thought we were doing like peace or grieving for you or something.
Yes, well, I'm grieving for. I had
For your beloved doll.
Yes, I had the love of my life,
Yes.
but that witch killed her. It's like all I saw was her laying there with that giant
Because she
hole in
wants
her.
your suite. She wants the king bed and everything.
Yeah, she wants my room. It's like, well, she's already got my room. My shit's been moved out. It was in a box by the door, and she even changed the locks on me. So it's like and I think she said she had the door mined or something. So if I try to pick the lock, it's gonna blow up in my face. Where did she learn all this crap from? The IRA?
She did leave town for a while.
Yes, it's like, what did she learn out there in California? I mean, I thought it was all basically organic foods and legal marijuana,
That's more tricks up her sleeve than you knew about.
Yeah, it's like, speaking of tricks,
And we all have them.
yes, we all do, and it's like, speaking of tricks, and I have absolutely nothing to say on that, because I just totally forgot what I was going to fucking say next. It's like dementia. Remember we were talking about dementia? Is this what it feels like?
I'm guessing so. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
We're not that old.
Well, I am, so.
Well, no.
Well, it's like,
With dementia, you're somewhat aware of what you're doing for a while.
yeah, it's like, ooh, wait, it's afternoon. I could be sundowning, you know? It's like, I'll get real weird tonight, but anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
Tonight?
No.
You're going to turn into a
As if you're
cat.
not real
Yeah, I'm
weird
gonna
all
turn.
the time.
If I could turn into a cat, I'd never leave the house. You know, because you could. Let me see. Cats can
Clean
pretty
yourself,
much
bathe
lick
yourself.
everywhere. I'd never leave the house if I could do that. Brother, they'd find my skeleton. You know, with my leg over my head and a big old smile on my face. You know, it's like deal with that mental picture, you lab coat wearing bastard. And by the way, friends, remember, friends don't let friends wear lab coats and suck it! You know, it's like, Torrid, you look like you want to say something. Before your teeth, you might want to just open your mouth and let it out.
Now I'm just thinking, wow, people seem to enjoy when I show up in nothing but a lab coat, but...
Yes, well, it's like, you don't have red hair either, you know, and of course...
Wigs.
Well, yeah, it's like, on you...
But I'm always in, lab coats and just lab coats.
And well, on you, that would look pretty good. The other, not so much. You know, it's like, wait a minute, let me scrub that off the mental tape deck here. Hold on.
I was just trying to erase the image of you as a cat with your leg over your head.
I know, I'm still back at that.
Yeah, it's like...
There's not many things that...
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to have to do some heavy drinking to get rid of that. You know? It's like, I may even have to do some heavy drinking to get rid of that. It's like,
some things can't be unseen.
Yeah, I know. It's like, damn it. You know, it's like...
And there's been a lot of things that I've seen that don't bother me.
Well, I think I know someone who'll give us a good grade on a lobotomy, you know? It's like, they'll just put us all, we'll just all put our heads together, they'll just, right down the line, you know? We'll be pissing on ourselves in no time.
I usually get paid for that.
Yeah, it's like, and there are parts of Omaha where you can get that done at a very reasonable price.
Human centipede, what are you saying?
Oh, no, the human centipede. Only if I get to be in the front.
Oh!
You'd be at the end.
I'd have to be at, well, yeah, I would.
You'd be at the end.
Beat her!
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't even get to be the front, damn it. I did see that movie, The Human Centipede. Man, that was an effed up movie. But anyway, we're going to continue this discussion at a later time. I mean, who knows? We may even run that film.
Yeah.
We'll bring you The Human Centipede. Let's see the other guy do that. Here.
666 individuals. And that's coming from Lady
This is a
Torrid.
really sick film today.
Well, there's a film called a Serbian film that everybody says is the absolute sickest horror film ever made. I have not yet watched it, and I will. And if it meets my standards of sickness and being crude, we'll be bringing it to you right here. So you can watch for that. That'll be the big surprise.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. Next week, our film is going to be The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. This 1969...
69!
Yeah, 69, our favorite number here, Whoop, whoop.
I like 68.
Because 68, 8, 9. I don't know.
You do me and I'll owe you one.
Okay. All right.
I don't know those jokes.
Yeah, it's like the wit and wisdom of Lady Torrid.
689, 689. That's what it is.
The wit
789.
Nuh-uh, 789?
That's why.
789.
6789.
That's why 6 is afraid, because 7, 8, 9. That's the punchline of that joke. But anyway, this 1969 Mexican luchador classic involves the Mexican wrestler, I believe, Mills Mascara, fighting a giant or a cyborg in the form of a metal robot with a human head versus a Aztec mummy. These movies were part of a series that was imported out of Mexico by K. Gordon Murray, who brought us Santa Claus versus the Devil, which we did run over the Christmas holidays. And we all remember how weird that film was. Well, the weirdness continues. It's like a combination plate of weirdness at your favorite Mexican restaurant. How a robot ended up dealing with an Aztec mummy, I have no freaking idea. But we're going to be bringing that to you next week here on Movie Night Live from the Monastary of Mayhem and the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. So, from myself, Inferna and Lady Torrid, for all of you cat lovers out there, remember, cough up those fur balls regularly. And, yeah, it's like...
Got milk?
Yes, and remember, got milk. Oh, this show took a weird turn today. It's like, I'm going to have to check my meds on this one.
And nobody said pussy.
Pussy.
Pussy?
We got through the whole show without anybody saying pussy.
Well, we really should have said pussy more.
We should have said pussy more.
What do you think? Don't you think we should have said pussy more?
I think it would have got a lot more attention if we said pussy.
You can never say pussy too much, can you?
No. It's like speaking.
Depends on how people look at the word pussy.
Referring to cat people.
Yeah.
Now, if the movie was called Pussy People.
Actually, I think it is like
I think there was a film called Pussy People.
I'm sure there probably is.
Or, Lords of Acid says pussy.
Pussy.
Show me your pussy song. Have you ever heard that song?
Cadillac Pussy by Kid Rock.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and
then there's Can't Get No.
yeah, that's like Brother Jack's favorite problem. Can't get no.
Satisfaction.
Oh, that's Satisfaction.
No, that's Satisfaction. That's the living story. I'm sorry, I was thinking about my own life,
That was another song that didn't make sense.
Yes, and it's like, speaking of pussy, there's our little gray pussy now. It's like, hi, buddy.
Oh, hi, little furry pussy.
Yes.
Just don't attack me, pussy.
Yeah, you're staying over there, huh, buddy? You're just not getting near us.
Go drink your milk.
No, milk's not good for him, actually. I found that out. I gave him some milk, and he all over Brother James. I got a good laugh out of it, but
Oh my gosh.
poor cat didn't like it. Poor pussy.
I'm sure James didn't like it either, but
It was the
probably made it
wrong
more worth
pussy
it.
puking on him.
Well, it's like he loves his wardrobe too much. I mean, he has his Captain Jack Harkness issue coat because he's been watching Torchwood, and it got a stain on it, and he just about had a meltdown. He can be such a pussy sometimes.
Pussy. Okay.
I'm gonna go claw somebody soon.
Anyway, well, I think that's about enough of that. And by the way, people,
And don't be a pussy.
that's right, pussy.
Pussy control. There's another one.
All right, that's enough of this. Cut.
The combat.